We're going to turn now and talk to you Prince fans out there. That's every single one of you, I'm sure. But it's been over now 5 years since Prince passed, but his music, of course, lives on. And the team and estate he left behind, well, they are keeping his art alive with the creation of a posthumous album. ABC News' Trevor Ault sat down with Prince's longtime collaborators and artists behind the new release, Welcome to America.
His career took off with the funk, soul, and pop crossover hit Little Red Corvette, and it rocketed Prince into the orbit of the most influential music medium in the 1980s, MTV. Almost 40 years later, his legacy is now part memorable hits, part treasure trove of unheard-of musical genius, filled with talent, technique, and lyrics. A legend light years ahead of his contemporaries, to the point of partying like it was 1999 in 1982. And this summer, a posthumous album, Welcome to America. A release of music written and recorded more than a decade ago, none of it heard by the public until now. I sat down with some of the artists behind the album to talk about the everlasting impact of Prince, a man very few knew personally, but everyone heard.
We got the old crew together.
I would imagine you got a lot of memories in this sound booth.
Yeah, I do, man. And you know, Studio B is just like, it's special to me. But this building and this whole place is just a magical place, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of feel it.
Yeah.
For sure.
The crazy thing about when Prince was here is that you could smell him, even though you couldn't see him. You know, he just like, it's like you could tell he had been in the room because he smells like $1 million.
You know, it's a lot of energy. You can feel it. It feels like home. It's always a little sad because we miss Prince, but then it's beautiful because the memories.
If somebody asks you about what it's like to work with Prince, do you have a story that you tend to go to?
For me, just thinking about the Super Bowl and how cool, how just unbothered he was. Everybody else was freaking out. I mean, everybody was freaking out.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Oh no, let's go!
Even when Prince made a mistake, he said it's only a mistake when you stop. That's the way cats do it. That's what made all of those, you know, Frank Sinatra's and all of those people so great. There was no there was no auto-tune. So they could dance on the spot, they could sing on the spot, they could do something to make it, just still make a show out of it. And he studied that. He wanted us all to study that.
What do you want people to take away from this new album?
He knew about this technology and how it would affect people. You know, Son of a Slave Owner, and like all of these songs where he's really talking about things that are happening now. In the wake of George Floyd, this is a very poignant record right now, and even more so than when we did it.
I would imagine, because a lot of these you recorded in like 2010, right? Yeah. So I assume you've heard the album now, recently, yes, right?
Oh, yeah.
Was it kind of like hearing it for the first time?
It's like opening up a time capsule. That's what it felt like you opening up a time capsule. And so many of the songs bring back a memory of what we were doing that day.
Like, how does this happen?
Prince.
There's no dating to these songs. They're timeless.
Timeless. It's Prince. He's, you know, he's prophetic. He always has been. I mean, he wrote 1999 and 1982.
Because there's so much in it that he wants to change in the world, and all the words just speak to what's going on now.
The performance,
the
lyrics, the codes in the lyrics, like, you know what I mean? It's like secret passageways. Like you get a key for something else in another song. You have to really, that's another thing he taught us too. I think is just really being able to really listen.
Born to die, born to die.
So it's fair to say that you think the fans will be pleased.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, it's a gift. It's a gift, and I hope they receive it as such.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.